Ladies and gentlemen, the World Championship has been going absolutely insane. If you're not watching the World Championship, if you're not following the World Championship, then I guess you should, I don't know then what you're doing in life, to be honest, because this championship is going absolute bananas. Absolute bananas. Gukesh is fighting his best. Ding, meanwhile, is coming back. Like it's so much, it's like a boxing match. You know, both players are punching each other like that. You know, nobody is giving up. And today is a rest day, because of which I'm going to analyze the. I'm going to make a recap about the past three rounds, which was 7, 8, and 9. So let's just jump right into it because yeah, and that's just so. Anyways, so round 7, Gukesh is playing with the white pieces, and Gukesh. And in this tournament, we have seen a lot of new openings by both the players. Both players are playing some insane new openings, surprising each other. This time, Gukesh copies Ding, and he starts off with knight to f3. So Ding has played this opening before. I think in game 4 or game 4 or 5, I guess. Quite not remember since And Ding plays d5, g3 by Gukesh. It's a Catalan. I guess it's the Catalan, I believe. Sorry, not the analysis. I don't open the analysis. I think it's a Catalan. It's like a Catalan only. Wait, what happened? Okay, I don't know why I'm at. Okay, anyways, Mukesh plays d4. Both sides are playing some normal stuff. Um c4 and bishop g2. This is actually Catalan. I remember the opening, because of which I'm saying. So Mukesh is playing the weapon, and yeah, castles, and now rook to e1. No, wait, this wasn't a Catalan. I guess this was the I'm not no, not the Alkine, I guess. This is the wait, what's the opening? Okay, so there was no opening. Wait. Before that, what's the opening? Yeah, I guess this is the new opening, Both sides play some new opening, and Rookie One is, by the way, a very rare move. No one has ever played Rookie One. This game is for the first time we are witnessing. Mukesh is trying something new. His plan is to go with e3, or maybe let's say you can play bishop g5, you can play knight c3. There are a lot of ideas. You can play e3. Ding plays d takes e4, and now e4. So striking in the center, bishop to g4, and now knight to d2, knight bt2, and basic stuff so far. You can now play e5. No, not e5. I'm sorry. You can play e6 to maybe try to stop any d5 ideas. You can even play rook e8 in yourself, and yeah, I mean, so far you can even play knight a6 at some point to play knight c7, try to develop the knight. So c5 is all natural move, because now you're planning to go knight c6 at some point. But now Gukesh stops the knight c6 ideas, and he plays d5, and now e6, trying to exchange up the center, and now h3, and bishop. So bishop takes knight here, I guess. So here, if you go bishop h5, you have g4, and you are trapping the bishops, because of which it's forced for Ding to take the knight, and after bishop takes, pawn takes, and now knight bd knight bd7. Now you can maybe play knight takes c4. This can be a natural move, and Mukesh indeed played that, and now b5, knight to a3. So far, I guess white is doing pretty better than black at this point. If I check the engine now, yeah, 0.3. So far, white is doing pretty good. The knight is ready to go on c2, and then maybe try to go on e3, try to cover this pawn. Queen to b6, and now bishop to f4, which normal developing moves. Meanwhile, this bishop is keeping an eye on this pawn. This bishop has an open diagonal. You can also now play rook a to c1, try to, infiltrate the rank. Rook e8, and now queen to d2. So normal developing moves. Now knight comes back to c2, and now I guess the idea is to go knight e3. Knight goes to f8, a4, c4, and now bishop to e3, attacking the queen. Queen goes to a5, a6, and now bishop to d4. So far so good. Rook takes, and now queen to a2. But at this point, I guess this was a mistake by Ding actually, because now, I mean, okay, I mean the queen is not trapped, but white is doing pretty better here. If I turn on the analysis, look at this. Look at this. White got a very huge advantage because now you can play rook a1, queen to b3, and you can play rook a3. So these are the ideas you can play, which eventually happen. Rook a1, rook a3, queen to b1 check, king goes to g2, and now rook d7 has been played, and now you can play rook a5, try to attack this pawn, which was played, queen b3, and here Gukesh repeated twice, but the man of the play so far, he always provoked into a draw by repetition, but this time he's like, no, no draw. I have a great position here. I'm going to take the pawn. Queen goes to d3. Queen takes knight. Queen bishop takes, and now this is completely winning for white, because look, the pawns are apart from each other. These pawns are weak. Look at the connective pawns by white for white, and yeah, this pawn is also hanging by the way. And now caches up a pawn simply, and so far it's going good. Rook d4, king f1. The idea is, this is a great idea, nice sneaky idea to break the, like, king e2, king e3, or maybe king e2, king d3, king c4 ideas. King goes to e5, and now king rook to h4, attacking this pawn, actually winning the pawn. And yeah, rook c6, attacking the knight. Now here at this point, what Gukesh had to do was take the knight, and let's say king takes, or maybe, I guess he'll, I don't think he will take with the pawn, but yeah, even if bishop takes knight, king, like bishop takes, king takes, now you got this pass pawn already. So yeah, now you're completely winning. If you check the engine, look at this huge advantage for white, but instead he goes king e1, which was a mistake. Sorry, let me turn off the, I like to analyze without the engine. I mean, it's a mistake because I guess you should have taken the knight, but yeah, it's still not clear for black. I mean, yeah, f6, so it's like a waiting move by Ting. h4 immediately by Gukesh. Rook to d3, and now bishop to d1, which is a mistake, by the way, guys. This is a mistake. Here, I guess, again, I'm saying, I guess you should have taken the knight, I believe, right? Taking the knight. Yeah, taking the knight. Let's say king takes, pawn takes, whatever. King takes, and now you just play push, or maybe rook c5. Like, yeah, this is completely, but or also yeah, king e2 could have been also good. King e2, and you don't have a check, by the way. I mean, you check, I guess go king e3, and yeah, this is just completely winning. So, but here Gukesh played bishop d1, which is a mistake, because now f4, breaking the structure, although you can play g4. So, but yeah, I mean, g takes, f4, king takes, and now this king is coming closer. This is kind of looking bad for white, but I mean, not in the way of losing, but in the sense of, but yeah, after bishop c2, rook to d5, rook c4, planning to win the knight back, f5, rook to b4. This is a draw. Bishop d1 check, king g2, and Ding is making a comeback. Ding is back in the game. Ding is playing all the best moves. Rook e3, rook to h7, attacking the pawn, h5, defending, knight f6, rook e5, takes, knight g3, rook to f8, and now, yeah, bishop a4. Cookie is still trying to go for the win. He's going to push, but it's no use, because now 96, and now this is just completely losing. I mean, it's just completely a draw position. You're Next, you're going to trade out the pawns, and yeah, rooks are traded. King goes to b4, takes, and now, yeah, this is I mean, this was just. I mean, Gukesh has missed a huge winning chance. At this point, he had. I guess he was very much better. Like at this point, if we check, not at this point. I guess. Yeah, at this point he was completely winning until he. Yeah, here he had to take the knight, and but yeah, it's just. I guess the nerves are catching him up. But yeah, what a crazy game. You were expecting entertainment. This was the game. Now coming back to game 8. Yeah, I'm just so thirsty. So sorry. Mukesh this time is playing with the black pieces, and Ding can try to go for the win in this game, but and so he goes with the English opening. But Gukesh, as always, is prepared. E5, bishop b4, knight to d5, bishop goes to e7, knight f3, d6, trying to open up the bishop to go to g4, g3, c6, kicking away the knight, knight takes, bishop g2, and now f6, trying to. I guess now the idea is to go castle after bishop e6, b3, d5, and now bishop to p3. Castles, rook c1. So far, so good. So far, everything is developed. The bishop is even though pinning the rook. Knight, you can go rook f7. You can even go rook e8. Rook e8 seems logical. You can play knight d7 now. You can even start with b5, b4 ideas. Knight goes to e1, rook e8 indeed, f4, and now takes, and now Mukesh took on c5, takes, and now knight g6, attacking the rook. Rook goes to e4, and now knight to f6 has been played. So far, so good. And after knight c2, queen c7, knight comes to d4. White is doing pretty okay here because white got some development. These pieces are super active, controlling the diagonal and everything. Bishop goes to f7, d3, and now knight to e5. So far so good. You can now bring you can bring this rook to d8, and yeah, try to go for some. Okay. Ding is like he in this like in this championship we have noticed like Ding is always happy to trade off the pieces. He's always offering trade off pieces so that he can end on a peaceful result. And I think his motive is to go to the tie breaks where they both will be playing the rapid. And Ding believes in himself that he's better than Gukesh in rapid. But yeah, so takes rook trade happen as you saw here. Ding happily trade off the rooks. Rook goes to b1, and now b5, as I was saying before, like there's some b5 b4 ideas. Takes queen check first, and now you take bishop to b2, and now Mukesh won a pawn on a2, and now Mukesh is suddenly a pawn up. Bishop d4, knight c5. Here I guess this knight could have been much better placed. I mean, to be honest, this knight would have been much more active, so that you can maybe play queen e3. And yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting. But yeah, knight 8 to c5 is also good. Rook to c1, and now bishop b3, attacking the queen. If you look, if I show you the bar right now at this point, engine is, I think black is doing very better. Yep, as you see, Mukesh is winning. But now you see, after after this move, I believe. Look at this. It's a draw. Why? Why? Because look here. After, let's say, now here, as I said in the earlier, knight d c5 could have been better, because now your idea is, let's say white plays now rook to c1. Now you can maybe try to go bishop d5. So you can play bishop d5. You can play even you can play bishop b3, right? Or is it bad? Yeah, I mean it's also okay. You can even play bishop d5, and yeah, I mean, and now you will try to go with queen e6 ideas. This is what the initial plan should have been, but yeah, this was obviously a mistake by Gukesh, and now yeah, Ding is again back in the game. Bishop e6, queen to d f2, and now bishop e3, rook c7, and now knight to b d4, bishop f7. Bishop Gukesh wants to keep this bishop, and now I guess the idea is to go with the pass pawns. at some point. Now knight to c6, very interesting move. And so far so good. And Ding here, by the way, gave away 2 pieces for the rook because he believes that these 3 pieces are enough. And if we look at the evaluation bar at this point, white is very doing pretty better. Ding can try to convert this game. Ding can absolutely try to convert this game. Knight and bishop takes knight, and now h6. Look at Gukesh. He doesn't even take back, because if you take back, this is losing because rook takes and rook and Gukesh and Ding got a rook and a queen for bishop and the queen. I mean this is very winning for white. h6, king e1, and now b4. Gukesh is like, okay, I'm going to push my pawns. I don't really care. Queen d4, knight e5, king d2, and now queen to g2. Look at Gukesh. Gukesh is like, I'm going to play no matter what. He does, and but yeah, this queen g2 and now queen f2. Ding is like, I want to trade off. I want to trade off the queens, and I got a bishop and a rook for the knight and the bishop. I'm going to win this game. I can win this game without a queen, because if the queens are on the board, it's quite difficult to convert against Gukesh. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's quite difficult because Gukesh is a fighter. Gukesh goes back. Queen d4. Good. And they both start to repeat. But Gukesh is like, no, no draw. I got 2 passer. Gukesh, my man. In the game, in game 7, he's declined the reputation, and this time he is again declining the reputation, and yeah, he's just going for the win. Rook c2, defending. Queen goes to e6. Queen d8 check. King h7, and when Ding won back won the a5 pawn, but now p3, rook c1, queen d5, and I mean this is very kind of dangerous looking for white, because now look, this passer is very strong. It's a very strong passer. Queen to b4, queen g2 again, and this time Ding is like, okay, I managed to trade off the queens. But if you check the engine, I don't really check the engine, but it's still a draw. You see, this is still a draw. You might be wondering why. I mean, this pawn is, I mean, this pawn is, even though it's a pass pawn, but still I got a rook and a bishop for the knight and the bishop. This should be winning for me, but it's not easy. Bishop a2, rook takes b2, and a knight c4. Gukesh forked Ding. Even though, I mean, it's not. I mean, look, you have to take the pawn. It's forced. I mean, what a conversion by Gukesh. Knight c4 check, and after king takes b2, they both agree to a draw, because after king takes b2, opposite colored bishop, equal pawn, not equal pawn. I mean it's quite of equal pawn, because we got a double pawn on this file, and double pawn is always like a single pawn. So yeah, what a game by Gukesh. Ding had his chance, but yeah, he should have, like, his mindset is not so in his mindset is not so, it's like he's kind of nervous to go for a win against Gukesh. He's like, no, I think he's second guessing himself, like if he manages to, throw the game, and then maybe he's over pushing, and maybe he can end up losing instead. So yeah, so he is happy with the peaceful result. Now we jump on to the final game before the rest day, the ninth game. Gukesh playing with the white pieces, and my man starts off with d4, the style. d4, knight f6, c4. It's an Indian game, and now Gukesh plays the Catalan. This is a weapon. Catalan is not just an opening, it's a weapon. When you go for the win, you always play the Catalan. And by the way, it's Grandmaster Srinath's course. It's in Grandmaster Srinath's course as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just promoting his course, no, for no reason, but yeah, it's a cool opening. Bishop b4. Now you play knight c3, and yeah, but bishop d2. Mukesh played bishop d2, but also you can play knight c3. You can play bishop d2. You can, yeah, I mean, These are the lines. Bishop goes back, and now bishop to g2. Again, control the diagonal. d5, knight f3, castles, castles, and now c6. The idea is to go queen b6 and target the pawn, but also you got knight c3, queen c2, and yeah. So Gukesh played queen c2 first, knight bd2, knight bd7, rook d1, and now rook d1, and after b6, and now you can play knight c3. You can play b3 as well, to be honest. But yeah, bishop c3 was played, bishop b7, and now knight bd2. The idea is to go e4 at some point. So yeah, queen c7, rook c1, rook d8, and now b4. Look at this. Look at this infiltration, queenside infiltration. Mukesh not only is gaining space on the queen side, but also he's like, I want to infiltrate on the queen side. I want to play along the queen side, and yeah, I got a better position. c5 takes, and now queen b2. Great move by Gukesh. Knight b6, bishop to a5. Pinning the knight. Takes. And look at this. Takes. Everything is traded. And here I guess instead of queen b5, I guess what you could have done was went either e5. I guess e5 could have been, or maybe d takes c5 could have been much better as well, or maybe even h4. Any other move is better than queen b5. Now here, if you I check, if I show you the engine, look at this. White is good, doing good. Yeah, 95 also is one of the moves, one of the crazy move actually. It's a great move, 95. And yeah, e3, king g2, I don't know, but yeah. But I will say 95. Yeah, when I was watching this game, I immediately predicted 95. I just forgot in this video about this move. I'm noob because yeah, but yeah, 95 is the only move and the best move. But yeah, here instead he plays queen b5, and after rook takes a2, knight takes b6, queen a7. So in the press conference as well, Gukesh revealed that he actually missed this queen e7 idea, and yeah, he also considered 95, but he was like, yeah, I mean, still, I guess he could have played 95 was he could have played 95, but yeah, I think he misplayed this, and yeah, he just missed queen a7, queen b1, and now this is again back to equal, takes, and queen b5, bishop takes, queen takes, and it's a completely draw position because now, I mean, yeah, obviously if Ding doesn't get back rank, rook c6, rook takes, and yeah, obviously he plays g5, so saving the back rank, rook b2, and now this is completely equal. Both sides shuffle their pieces around. f4, Gukesh is going for the counter play, but after pawn trade, rook c3, and yeah, this is just completely draw. Rook c2, king f3, rook a3, defending the pawn, king to g6, rook b3, and yeah, after rook takes, even though it's a even though Ding is a pawn up, but has a pass pawn, but it's not useful. But it's not useful because now because White's king is very closer to the pawn, and yeah, I mean this is just completely draw. King h2, king g6, and yeah, after rook trade, king h3, you see two kings on the board, and they both played out till the draw. And so far we got 6 consecutive draws, I believe. 6 consecutive draws. Now I hope tomorrow. I think Gukesh is playing with the black pieces. Yeah, Gukesh is playing with the black pieces, and I hope tomorrow we see fireworks on the board, and finally we get to see a decisive result because this is absolutely bananas. And so far the score is 4.5 out of 4.5, 4.5, and yeah, I mean this is absolutely crazy. Like both players are getting chances, but like they are unable to convert, or maybe they are just, you know, they are doing this for content. At this point I feel like this tournament is scripted because I mean, come on, at this level how come so I mean you are missing the winning chance and everything, you're not able to convert. I mean, I guess at this point this is scripted and they are just doing for the fans. Yeah, Gukesh and Ding are doing this intentionally. I don't know, I may be crazy, but yeah. Alright guys, round 10 tomorrow, and more recaps will be coming soon, and make sure to make a new if you haven't made an account on OutpostChess. I'm the brand ambassador of the OutpostChess. Do make an account, You can earn money, verify your account, earn money, play events, and enjoy. Yeah, that's all I got for you today. And by the way, by the next recap, I believe I will be getting a new webcam for myself. As you can see, my this webcam is not so good. I mean, the quality is better, but the thing is that I will, yeah, I guess the new webcam will be doing much better than this. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Get out of here.